Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at another video that demonstrates how to use function notation in context. Now that really basically means that we're going to be looking at real life applications of functions. So here is our first activity. Season pass to Six Flags. One of my favorite amusement park that I like to go to. Okay, so we have scenario. Jordan purchased a season pass to Six Flags amusement park for $69.99. Jordan must pay $10 parking fee each time he visits the park. Jordan came up with an equation to calculate the total cost C for V visits. Now if you think about it, most of the work is done for us. I mean, we have an equation. C is the cost and V is the number of visits. So C is equal to $69.99 plus 10V, which means each time he visits must pay $10 parking fee. Now we're asked to find the independent variable and a dependent variable. I want you to ask yourself, does the cost of going to Six Flags depends on the number of visits, or the number of visits depends on the cost? See, one will make more sense. In this case, the cost depends on the number of visits, right? If you go only once, then you'll have $69.99 plus $10. So I'm going to say V for number of visits is the independent variable, and C for cost is the dependent variable. So we have an equation right here. C equals $69.99 plus 10V. We're asked to write this equation using the function notation. So remember, cost is a function of visits, and our input variable is going to be V, the independent variable. So the way we're going to write this as a function notation is cost of V equals $69.99 plus 10V. Okay, again we got this from the equation above. Now, in example A, we have to find out what is the value of C of 2. They're going to write this answer in the function notation and explain what it means. So again, 2 is inside the parentheses. So what goes inside the parentheses? Input or output? The answer is input. So we're going to replace V with 2. Let's do that here on the bottom. Okay, I replaced 2 with the variable V. We have $69.99 plus 10 times 2. So let's do the math. Okay, $69.99 plus 20. Let's add them. We get $89.99. So cost of 2 visits is $89.99. So right here, this is our function notation. Okay. And we actually just explained it. I'm going to type this up. The cost for 2 visits is $89.99. We can almost round it to $90 even. Actually, we're going to have to do that when we graph this later on. Okay. Let's take a look at example B. What is the value of V if C of V equals 110? Well, that really means what is the cost? Actually, no. We know the cost. So we're going to have to look for the number of visits. What is the value of number of visits when the cost is 110? That's what it is. So we're going to have to solve this for v. I'm going to write this as a function notation. So let's start with the same equation right here. So we have a cost of v equals 69.99 plus 10v. I'm going to replace 110. Okay, I'm going to have to replace 110 not with the variable v because that's what we're looking for, but with cost of the cost. So let's replace cost of v with 110 and keep the right side the same. Okay, we're going to solve this two-step equation. So we're going to have to subtract 69.99 from both sides. Should have made this $70 even. It would have been a lot easier to do the math. We get $40.10 equal 10v. We can almost guess in our head that 10 times 4 is going to be about 40. So let's divide both sides by 10 to figure that out. Okay, so that's our answer for 4 visits. Now I'm going to have to write this as a function notation. So I'm going to do that right over here. I'm going to say that, let's draw an arrow, cost of 4 visits is equal to 110. That's our function notation. So we do have to explain this because they do want the explanation. And basically it is that the cost of 4 visits is $110. And I'm going to highlight that. I don't know why it changes the 110 automatically to a different font. That's okay, it's $110. Okay, let's move on to example C and then D. Well, example C is very similar to example B. We're looking for the number of visits. So what is the value of v if cost of v equals 90? Then we're going to have to write this as a functional notation. And then finally we're going to have to explain this, what it means. Always start with your function or equation. I'm going to replace cost of c, the c of v, with 90. So 90 on the left side of the equation. Okay. Subtracting 69.99 from both sides give us $20. So 20 is equal to 10v. Dividing both sides by 10 give us v is equal to 2. I'm going to write this as a function notation. So we'll say c of 2 equals 90. And as far as explaining this, we'll just basically say that the cost of 2 visits is equal to $90. There you go, the cost of 2 visits is $90. Okay, and example D, we have to figure out what is the value of c of 0. I'm going to write this as a function notation, and then we're going to explain what it means. If you think about it, 0 is the number of visits. If you don't visit the Six Flags Park, but you still buy the season pass, you're still going to have to pay $69.99. So let's do the math. My handwriting is getting kind of worse, so I'm going to type this up. C of 0 equals to $69.99 plus 10v. So I use lowercase v. And I'm going to replace the v with 0. Basically we'll get c of 0. Oops, not c of c. C of 0 is equal to 69.99. 10 times 0 is basically 0. And what this means, it means that for 0 visit, the cost will be $69.99 when you purchase the season pass. Okay, well that was it. Okay, so again we're evaluating functions using real-life applications. In our next video we're going to learn how to graph this information. So all these order pairs that we gathered, we're going to graph them on the next video. Thank you.